Welcome to the 2Count podcast, guys. What is up? This is episode 8 of the 2Count podcast. I am here.
8 in the books.
8 in the books. I am here with Khan.
Yo.
I'm here with Benny.
Also, no respect.
I'm here with fucking Zach.
Yo.
I'm Jerry. I'll be your host for this episode this time around. So, guys, we're about it's 2 weeks now. We're a little late on the post WrestleMania cast.
Our follow-up.
On our little follow-up.
So we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about.
Here's one thing I'm going to say. Everybody who has put up reaction videos, y'all are a bunch of pussies. We marked out.
Ours was on camera for a little bit, but yeah.
Oh, we all lost our voices after that. Yeah. Seth Rollins cash-in.
It was the most emotional thing I think we have experienced in a long time.
My personal best cash-in ever.
Oh, well, of course. It was the first ever at
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I also like Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton's cash-in on Daniel Bryan.
Well, because that was a personal one to you.
Yeah,
it broke all our hearts.
Yeah, it broke. I'm saying it broke hearts. You know what I mean? That's a good cash-in.
And
I think honestly, I think the Seth Rollins one. You know, we all love Seth Rollins right here at 2Count, but there's a lot of people that this cash-in, it did break a lot of hearts. A lot of people did not want Seth Rollins to be the champion, cash in, and win the title. I actually saw reaction videos of people getting pissed off that Seth Rollins walked away with it rather than Lesnar or Roman Reigns. So, but since we love Seth Rollins so much, you know, it was just so good for us. But we got to remember that a lot of people don't like Seth Rollins. Believe it or not, I don't know who these people are, but they are out there. Yeah,
but also he has a
and it's okay.
Seth Rollins, you know what he's missing? It's his face. He's got a funny face.
I don't know, man. I think he's absolutely perfect right now.
The only thing I would say,
his face, dude, it's like he's got a big Persian nose. He's Persian. You know?
Oh yeah, have you seen that schnauzer?
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I think that he has to lose.
Oh,
Rollins got that. I thought you were talking about the other Rollins schnauzer.
Oh, well, from your face, you kind of.
Yeah,
I know what you were thinking, but maybe you just didn't want it to think that.
Oh well, Seth Rollins schnauzer. Got the good schnauzer, man. Like you got people like.
I think a lot of people don't like the fact that he still sticks around the Authority and all that kind of stuff.
That's fine.
They, obviously the people, they're gonna think less of him. They're gonna think less. He's a less champion than other people because of so many people that are behind him. But I think us who know him and people out there, you guys know Seth Rollins. You know the man is one of the best wrestlers that we have right now.
Here's the difference. They don't like him because he's a true heel. It's not like
he's grown into that position.
No, it's not like I get what you're kind of saying, but I even think it's not like that. I think they're just playing to the fact how it was back in the day. He's a heel. He's a bad guy. They don't boo him like they do John Cena. They don't boo him like they do.
They boo him because he's an actual heel.
Yeah, because he's an actual bad guy, and he's supposed to be slimy, and you're not supposed to like him.
Yeah. So they did a really good job of.
Yeah.
I remember when he first turned heel, with the chair in the back and everything. I didn't see him transforming into he.
I always thought he was such a baby. Ambrose.
Yeah, everyone thought it was going to be Ambrose.
And Ambrose is kind of.
And I still think Ambrose should be a heel at this point because right now he has been in a slump.
Because John Cena put him on his burial list.
He's just stagnant. You know what I mean? He's just like.
It's so weird how he still has it. The good thing is the crowd's still behind him.
Yeah.
But he hasn't won a match since God knows when. I don't know. I can't remember the last time.
What if he's in trouble
backstage? But has he lost a match besides the John Cena one?
Yeah. He's all of these matches he's been in, he's lost.
Ever since he lost that title, kind of just and also the breakup of the Shield. It's just been not.
Yeah, because he lost to Rollins, he lost to Bray, he lost to.
He's lost a lot of TV.
Well, they put him in matches. When you look at the booking, they put him in matches that he can't win. Okay, you put him in a match against, what's it called? He just had a match against John Cena for the title. Obviously, he's not going to win, even though he out-wrestled him. He just straight up out-wrestled him.
Did so many better things. His entrance, his wrestling, everything was better than John Cena. Bro.
He still has the pop, though. I don't know what it's going to take for them to get Ambrose on track.
But I've read that he's the next guy that they want to push.
Yeah, that's one thing. Also, they're not giving up on it. It's just like also like how
I don't think they've given up on it.
No, they're never. They're not going to give up. But like it's not like a. Also, another one that they're not giving up on. They're going to get plenty more chances that we think that they've let them go already is Ascension. I've read that they haven't given up on them, and then that they're.
I've been reading and hearing mixed things on the Ascension, and obviously we're big fans of the Ascension right now. And it's just weird because you have all these other tag teams, and we're going to get into you have all the other tag teams actually making a name for themselves and kind of moving up.
I don't
even
like
doing
how
their
the
own little
primetime
thing.
players came back.
Even though the primetime player thing
Can I
is
just say that?
terrible.
I'll say something about that.
Well, even though it's terrible, at least they're showing growth.
No.
Even though it
Dude,
sucks.
I love it.
Me-
I love
They're
that.
doing it.
Promos,
Where's the
I
essential?
love
The
it.
idea is where's the
Me and
extension?
Jay,
That's what I'm saying.
we got it.
We have the new
Millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars. I love the primetime.
Me and Jay, we're primetime
And
players.
their little
from day
promo on
one.
the Ascension, and just a little promo that they did. Everyone who I've seen do that little backstage promo where it's like kind of like a green screen behind them or whatever.
Yeah, I would say they did
Everyone
the best.
sucks at that.
Yeah.
Everyone sucks. They're just like, oh, the Ascension's
You know who's good is
Primetime players
Titus
are
O'Neil
awesome.
is awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
that's what I'm
He's
saying.
always going to be good.
I've always been a
What I'm
fan.
saying is like,
No, you know
they're
what?
working good with them. They're working good, obviously, with.
I just don't like how
the
like
New
they
Day.
brought him back out of nowhere. You know?
No, it made sense how they brought him back though. Like, of course, Jay
It was a little
beat up,
random.
and then like
The
Ty
Young was
comes up,
hurt for a while, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he was really hurt, and then
Wasn't he playing the bunny?
No.
I don't know.
No,
we
that-
don't really know
no.
for sure.
No,
though.
that was
we
Zack
don't.
Ryder.
They just killed that.
They just,
huh?
yeah.
That's
Zack
something
Ryder
good
was
that they
funny,
killed.
dog.
I'm glad they killed it.
yeah.
Because you're giving Adam Rose, even though everyone thinks he's still a joke, it was too much of a gimmick.
Joke.
Yeah, it was too much of a gimmick going on there.
Can
So
we
now
get
when you
Leo
see him,
Kruger
he's
back?
getting we can always hope
Thoughts
for
and
Leo.
prayers.
Yeah, we are thoughts and prayers go out to Leo Kruger and his hopeful return.
Rise from the dead.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the Extension. I think that team is still one of the best teams they have right now, and they just have not. It's like they have a weapon they don't know how to utilize right now. They just kind of have.
Well, right now they capitalized on their. I think the biggest tag team weapon is Cesaro and Kid.
Oh yeah, they're doing.
You know,
awesome.
they capitalized on it. I thought that would have been one of the ones they let go.
Speaking of tag teams,
I don't know if you guys are excited, but I'm tremendously excited for the Lucha Dragon.
Hey,
That's how
man,
you bring
Kalisto.
someone in too. Man.
That's how. Yeah, Kalisto is just.
honestly, it's when we say Lucha Dragons,
You mean
mostly just
Kalisto.
Kalisto.
No, not even that though. But hey, he's bringing out the best of Sin Cara. You can't say
It's too bad Sin Cara doesn't know
It's not Sin
that's
Cara.
happening.
It's
You,
Unico.
you can't say that Sin Cara is like just being bad. He's just like Kalisto's carrying him. He's not because Sin Cara's doing his own. At least on the 2 Raws.
I don't know, man.
I didn't see the SmackDowns.
There's
it
that
hasn't
NXT
changed-
tag team match where they
It hasn't changed too much since where they're in NXT. If anything, Kalisto has gotten even better.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
what I'm
he's
saying.
just-
But Sin Cara's still there, going through the motions, like, oh, I'm gonna fly up, and I don't really give a shit. Like that's Sin Cara, and
he looks good though,
I
man.
don't
He didn't
know.
look as
maybe he's a little happy that he's on the main roster again.
Hey,
But Kalisto is fucking. He's tearing it up out there. and
Hashtag
I'm-
Kalisto,
yeah.
dude. Yeah.
He's gonna be
NXT, man, stand up for real.
For the live people there, it's always gonna be fun to. You're not gonna want to get up and move.
It's
Right.
man, it's just awesome.
You wanna
It's
see them.
Awesome.
You're gonna wanna see that.
It's awesome Mexican wrestling, dude.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
at its finest, dude.
And on the main stage WWE.
Dude, if they don't drop the ball on him, that's the next Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I think a lot of people
Even
already
better.
put him in that.
Could even be
position.
better. You know, if you look at some of Rey Mysterio's stuff back in the day,
That's what it
WCW
was.
stuff, man, it
Some
was
of the
awesome.
craziest things.
Yeah, obviously back then, the wrestlers could take more risks and all that kind of stuff. But looking at just in-ring work, he's doing great. But now,
Awesome.
what we always got to talk about, another person made a debut
Ooh.
after WrestleMania. I wonder who that guy would be. Huh.
Mighty Mouse, dog.
The guy Gravity.
No, they
forgot,
killed that
man. The
Man,
man.
gravity forgot.
The man,
No, y'all.
Gravity, forgot.
It's
Who
the man that
the
WWE
man,
left out
Gravity.
the first name.
The man,
The man who
if
forgot.
you the man that Gravity forgot, or the man who Gravity forgot.
Yeah, the man who Gravity.
Anyway, Neville Neville made his debut. I couldn't picture it any better. For a main stage, for a main stage debut, you have to know that it's gonna be a little out there. It's gonna be a little different from
I
obviously
didn't think it was
NXT.
gonna be. I saw the little.
But it was
promo
pretty
for it.
good.
I saw the.
Yeah, we didn't think it was gonna be that
I was
nice.
like,
No,
man,
I thought
that's-
they were. Yeah, I thought
I was
they were.
like, it's gonna
Maybe
be
next
another
week
2-3
or
In
weeks.
something.
3 weeks or
Oh,
some
yeah.
shit, or they
No,
won't
they
even
brought him out the
announce.
same day. I was like, shit.
Same.
Curtis Badassel.
Hey, Kurt.
Who's ready for
It
it?
took 29 other superstars.
I haven't gotten eliminated in 65 days.
awesome.
Dude.
But
Yeah, he's still pretty great, actually. But yeah, Neville, man, doing what he does best, and great to have.
He's
him
already got
around.
the crowd right
Yeah.
away.
Well, dude,
Right
man,
away. Those
doing the
guys-
fucking handsprings and stuff, dude, is
Yeah.
awesome, dude. And
It's a lot of
you know
gymnastics,
where I'm
but,
hurt? I'm hurt. My heart is torn.
you don't like Kevin Owens?
We missed out.
Miss Dow.
You know, like,
Between Mizdow and what?
it's,
Who's
was-
just torn?
they didn't bring back Sandow.
Yeah, that.
They
I
didn't bring
understand
back
that.
Sandow.
I
Like,
understand that.
dude, right there, instead of throwing him out, like, yeah, he throws out Miz, but He needed to drop the elbow on him, dude.
And then they had a match on SmackDown, and he lost.
Which is fine. That loss is
No,
fine. But
I think they're killing the storyline again.
I think the storyline's been dead. Yeah.
It was dead. They kind of brought it back, and now they're killing it again. And now it's just annoying because you come out, you see Miz just talking about more bullshit.
And then the
movie,
same music
and it's
hits
just-
and the same attire.
I
It's
can't
just
do
like-
play.
I think people were starting to
It's a
catch
rock
on to it, and that it was like, okay, well, now he needs to be himself again.
Again,
like,
yeah.
why is he still Miz Dow? I'm
You
not
know,
a fan of. I never really was a fan of the Miz Dow thing.
I
But
don't think they can. Yeah, they've given that match. That was the match.
I
right
love
there.
Damian Sandow.
I don't see them dragging that all the way to Extreme Rules.
That.
Well,
like
Extreme
that-
Rules is in a month.
Oh no, they're gonna
No,
use
Isn't it like in 2 weeks?
Less than a
it's
month.
less than a month, actually.
25th, right?
You want to know something
Yeah.
they're gonna do?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
they're
that's
gonna have
actually
some stupid match where it's like
the Moneymaker match.
you
I
know
can see that.
the gimmick match of the gimmick century where Jerry knows what I'm talking about. They come up with like they come
2 count.
up with stupid stipulation because it's Extreme Rules, but it's not extreme anymore. Like
Oh, well, there's like 3 street fights, but
Extreme.
they're all different names.
yeah, no, it's like you got
Okay, so
Extreme
no holds
Rules,
barred.
a no holds bar, and a street fight in the same night. It's like no, I want a Texas death match. I want
There's
a steel
never been a
cage match.
Texas death match in the
Yep.
movie.
There has been a
You
Texas
even
death
cough.
match.
You can't even breathe that fast, David. 2 count Texas death match.
They're gonna. I want a barbed wire wrapped around the ring match.
Oh come on, dude.
2 count. Back to post WrestleMania.
This is post WrestleMania business.
Anyway, we're gonna move on to basically, we talked about Neville, and now we have an interesting. We're doing a podcast before Raw. Okay, if y'all watch Raw and SmackDown, we know that there's gonna be a Divas Battle Royal for the #1 contendership of the Divas title. I'm gonna ask you guys, what are your opinions? Does Charlotte debut?
Yes.
Someone does.
So
I know
Does
that.
someone
So,
debut?
Someone debuts. Yeah, I think it might
it's,
be. It'll probably be
it's
Charlotte.
going to be Charlotte.
I don't
think-
There's a good chance. There's a good chance they might not do anything.
There's no entrances in Battle Royals, right?
I mean, they could.
Oh,
They could
they
always
could,
leave
right?
time for one.
Yeah.
You know, they could have all of them in the ring and then like, come
Oh,
back.
here's one
commercial,
Yeah.
person.
and then one
Yeah.
more person.
I mean, it's not.
But
it's not like
wait,
there's a lot of,
is it
a lot of
obvious
dudes anyway.
Paige wins?
No.
Well, here's the thing. There's
Or
no talk
Naomi.
of
I
Charlotte.
think it's gonna be
There's no
Naomi.
talk of Charlotte, entering the Battle Royal.
You know what
There's
it-
actually more talk of Naomi winning
I
it.
think it's
Yeah.
Naomi.
But-
Naomi,
You know,
Well,
what
you know,
happens?
I'm fine with Naomi as Divas champion.
She
She's a great.
She's just very vanilla.
She's get her own
Very-
song.
As chocolate
needs
as she
to-
is, she's very vanilla.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
That was awesome. His face was like, wait.
He's like, wait.
I love
Chocolate
that.
as she
As
is,
chocolate
she's
as she
very
is. So maybe we should just say she's really chocolate. I don't even know. Like, what the
She's
fuck?
like an Oreo.
No, but chocolate.
Okay.
No.
The Will Usos.
No,
peanut
because
butter-
chocolate's real rich and you're
Yeah.
sweet, but she's not vanilla skinned,
Yeah.
So,
Right.
but she's vanilla. She's vanilla chocolate.
She's trying to like kind of play off the Usos, but not. And it's-
No, she's off there. She's,
But then she had a funky
she's
act-
wrestling
she's
with
still
that
got a funky
Usos
act-
tag.
No,
Yeah.
she has that going on, but then she comes out to the Funkadactyl
She's still,
song.
yeah.
Funky on the road.
Why?
Worst song ever.
Why?
Yeah.
She has her own song, I think.
Where?
Like what she made. She actually made her own song.
Oh, yeah, or she's
Or
like,
something. Why can't they use that?
This shit, like, before she was
Yeah, well, I don't know. Well,
No.
It was
very
during Total
cool.
Divas.
The Miz thing.
Remember?
Like, he was like, I saw your twerking video.
something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is she should have a better song.
I know the other Dum Dum has a song.
Yeah.
Other
Cameron.
dum dum.
Yeah, Cameron.
Cameron.
Oh, wow.
And now
Why-
she's
why
trying to
she
do
Dum
some
Dum?
little some.
She's Dum Dum.
I don't watch
Oh,
Total
what was
Divas
your
forever.
favorite? What was your favorite match? Alicia Fox versus Melina. What?
Dum Dum.
Dum-
What?
Dum Dum.
Oh, that was tough enough, right?
Yeah,
He was,
Actually,
he was like, so how long you been watching wrestling? Alicia Fox versus, what was that one?
Versus Melina.
That's Melina. It's your favorite girl
Out
of
of
all time.
he gave her another chance.
He
Out
ran.
of all the matches, you like kind of. It's fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin talking to you right now.
Oh, he told her?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was during Tough Enough season
She was
5.
the first one out.
She was.
She was the first one eliminated.
Cameron.
How'd she make it back?
She didn't
Exactly.
make it. She just got,
Here's the funny
she
part.
got randomly got
Okay,
a contract.
let me just break it down real quick. You guys out there, it's on the network. They had the last season of Tough Enough. It happened like 4 years ago, something like that. Something like that. I don't even know. 3 years ago.
Hey, so
Ariane was in that Tough Enough crowd as Cameron as herself, Ariane. And she was in that Tough Enough, and Tough Enough, it's like a reality show where everyone gets eliminated
Yeah,
per
I've
week,
seen
right?
that. 'Cause I remember, I only watched when Maven and Audio.
won.
Yeah. This
Maven
was a little
Audio.
bit different. You had Stone Cold, Bill DeMott, Booker T, and Trish as coaches, and Stone Cold was like the main guy, the one that decides who leads, whatever. But like Ariane, as Cameron, she was in there in that crowd, and Ivelisse was in there, and all these some other people were in there. But basically, it came down to she was in the bottom 3 or whatever. And like when they had the bottom 3s there, he would like talk to all of them, try to see who wants it the most.
Wrestling,
who wants it the most. And he gets over to Cameron, and he asked her this question, because he just saw something didn't look right. So he just, instead of talking about why you want to be here and all that, he just asked her a wrestling question, and it was like, what's your favorite match? Period.
Yeah.
What's your favorite match of all time? It's hard, but this is what she said: Melina versus Alicia Fox.
When the fuck did that happen?
Exactly. And he's just like, he literally
almost lost his shit.
He was just like,
seriously, he was just like, what? Like, out of all, he gave her another chance. Out of all the matches, he said, that's your match. And he was just so pissed off, and he just, he said, you're out of here. Let her go. But then the funny thing is, when she was leaving, like, he kicked her out. She was the first one gone. The funny thing is that when she was leaving, she was all, Cameron, all, how she is.
Bye,
pissed
boo.
off. Yeah.
Boo, bye, bitch.
But
Bye,
she says, you'll see me back here. I'll be back. And little do we know, she actually fucking somehow comes back.
Booker T?
I don't know.
You remember, you've been watching Lucha, right?
You said she was fucking someone.
Ivelisse, right? From
Ivelisse from Lucha.
Well, she
No, I was thinking WWE.
Yeah, she was in that.
She was in that. She was on. I thought
she was supposed to win. Yeah,
Who won that one?
She didn't. She had to get. She got eliminated.
Getting released.
But no, a girl didn't win it. Like the first season, no.
What happened was she got injured and she had to leave.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she would have won regardless. If honestly, they had 2 wrestlers that are actually really good. They both got injured.
Yeah,
in that.
Man.
That
other
dude,
guy.
I don't remember his name. He was really good.
Hey man, speaking of injuries, we didn't even see a hint of that in the Undertaker and Bray Wyatt. I know that hurts your heart, but
no,
the outcome of that match.
But I'm saying, let's be honest here. There was no good way of this match going, for me at least. If you have Bray Wyatt win, it would have been slightly better, but it would.
I think it would have been significantly better because
it's slightly better. Because what do you do with
face
Undertaker now? Like, okay, now you lost 2. Now what happens? And I don't think they're gonna let him retire. So it just would have been this limbo again for another year. I guess on their side of things, it made more sense for him to win.
Yeah,
but it just made him look way worse.
I don't know.
And then he wins. Okay, it looks a little better. But guess what? Now, so now you're 22-1 though, and they can't even put the streak up there anymore. And who cares? Like, who gives a shit?
I wanted to take a shit during that match, but my wrestling fan in me was like, "Don't take a shit."
You know what was crazy? What surprised me the most?
I wasn't really behind.
You know what surprised me the most about that match though was how it was like 100% taker for the crowd. Like there was no fucking favor for Bray.
Yeah, well, everyone wants to mark out for Bray when he comes out, but then the true Bray Wyatt fans are scattered in the crowd, and
that surprised me.
It sucks. But I'm always gonna be a fan.
That
always.
sucks, man. It really did.
I didn't like the match.
Well, honestly, my opinion, none of Bray Wyatt's matches are gonna be any good. He's not a good wrestler. He's a very good character. He's got good like that big crossbody splash.
Yeah, but he has a different style than everyone else. You can't be like. He's not a good wrestler because he's not like Daniel Bryan or Seth Rollins or even Randy Orton. But he has his own method and his own style. Like I think he's good at being what he is.
Honestly, everyone's gonna talk shit to me. I'm ready for that.
No.
In ring only. Aside from everything, I can watch Big Show wrestle more than I can Bray Wyatt.
Ooh,
just in ring only. Don't think about.
But what does that mean? Like, what is that?
No, I'm just talking about the wrestling ability.
Big Show, all he does is walk around and maybe a spear and maybe a punch. That's it, dude.
Oh, and this.
You cannot tell me that Bray Wyatt doesn't do more interesting things and more skillful things.
Wait,
I'm not even just talking about the crowd walk. I'm talking about actual moves.
No. Yeah, I'm talking about in ring work. Okay, what does Bray do? He's got the crossbody. He's got the crossbody.
But are you trying to name moves? Or
No. I'm just talking about the different things he does. I don't see it.
I mean, I can't. I mean, he has a lot of power type moves, and he does lock up, and he gets you on the ground, and he did it with the Undertaker. It's not gonna be a lot of flipping around, and he's not a Seth Rollins.
No, I'm not talking. No. Let's talk big guys then. I'm talking about throw it. No acrobatics, no high flyers, no. Not even.
So you got big guys who right now.
No. Okay. Wait.
So you ask?
Real quick.
So Rusev.
No. Okay, you can say Rusev. You can say Rusev, but like we're not gonna. There's no Rollins, no Bryan, no. I wouldn't even say Wade Barrett because we'll say it right. Wyatt is a big guy, right?
Yeah.
He's a big guy. He's a shorter big guy, but he's a big guy.
Like I'd rather see Bray versus Ryback than Big Show versus Ryback.
And I'd rather see Bray versus like someone like Rusev or Mark Henry
than Big Show.
Big Show versus Mark Henry. You see what I'm saying? Like,
what, man? You're saying that for. I just think you're saying that because of the character. Why?
I can't just get understand though, but the character. I feel like
Not me.
I'm not saying just to the character, but also just on the other side of things, the character does play into the match.
Bray Wyatt is a poor wrestler. To my person, he's a poor wrestler.
Man, you don't like good wrestlers.
Wait, you're gonna say Bray Wyatt's a good wrestler?
I'm gonna say he's a good wrestler.
A wrestler, good wrestler.
First, you say you like John Cena. That's a bad wrestler already.
John Cena was a great wrestler. He's been, his moveset has been cut 80%. You gotta know
the right move came down to 3.
No. From the 80 moves, it went down to 5.
80. Okay. Chris Jericho had 80 moves. I don't know about.
He had
1,000.
He had the
arm bar.
We're not going to slide. We only have 2 hours.
Arm bar.
We literally can't. We actually can't go through how many moves he has because we have not enough time. But John Cena, we can get it done in 5 minutes.
All right, ready?
Probably less.
You got this. 5-number shuffle.
He can't even do the throwback anymore. Oh, okay, he just added a move to his repertoire. The bounce off the rope. Yeah, also so he lost a move, gained a move, so he's back to square one.
What did he lose?
He doesn't do throwback anymore.
Because he can't.
He can't do a throwback?
They eliminated it from it.
Why?
Vince says, hey, you can't do it.
Okay.
Alright, so you like John Cena. That's bad enough already. You hate Kevin Owens.
I don't hate Kevin Owens.
Did I ever say
okay, so wait.
No.
Hey, this makes sense now.
No.
He doesn't like Kevin Owens, and he also doesn't like Bray Wyatt.
No,
big guys.
No, me and Jerry talked about this. We even said
I'm not trying to put you on blast.
No. Jerry told me.
I'm putting him on blast.
Jerry told me, like, why does Bray Wyatt get a pass? I was like, because he's one of the greatest characters of all time. I'm just talking about in-ring ability. I don't like Kevin Owens' persona, his character.
God.
He's 6 foot,
hard to
and
believe.
he's gonna kick everyone's ass, and he's a fat slob.
He's not fat.
Dude, he jumps over the fucking rope.
Top rope.
He's an athletic big guy, dude.
Okay.
He's athletic.
You obviously didn't see his first match
Yes.
with CJ
I'm
Parker.
just saying,
ROH shit. And then
his big thing is, fight. I'm just gonna kick your ass,
dude. That's all Samoa Joe did, and everybody loved it.
What?
Samoa Joe did that
honestly,
shit.
Okay.
There's been
When Samoa Joe got in the scene, Samoa Joe was a cockswole, meaty dude. Now he's a fat slob.
But he's still pretty good. I mean, okay, I would say right now, if Samoa Joe came, and we're hoping he does come to NXT, obviously he's going to be put into a more, like a Legends, like a Rhino, like what Rhino's doing.
Yeah,
just come out and randomly do shit. Obviously, right now, Samoa Joe isn't in the best shape of his life.
All I said is, I didn't say I didn't like Kevin Steen. I just don't like his character. I feel like, for me, it doesn't roll.
And I respect that, actually.
Because
not
you're giving
everyone gets...
You're giving him the character of Brock Lesnar. You're giving him the I can slap you and kick your ass.
They're not giving it to him.
Here's the big difference between
the thing about since he started.
Think about Kevin Owens.
Kill Steen, kill.
When you look at Kevin Owens, he is like the most realistic guy they have in the entire company. When you talk to that man, it's like you would talk to someone else on the street. Like, oh yeah, so he's like, there's no gimmick. He's just a straight up dude. Like, you gotta watch what happened with him and Alex Riley. Alex Riley pissed him off.
Yeah.
He pissed him off, and then he's like, all right. Like, he would do what you would do. You know what? Kind of snapped on him, and he's just like, now I'm gonna end your fucking career. That's it. And he, it was hard to explain, but it's like realistic.
No, there's no way. There's no way. Wait, you're gonna say, yeah, exactly. No, I'm glad you brought that up. Alex Riley is Coxwell Jackson.
But so strength is the only thing that
No,
matters.
I'm not saying. I just said I don't like his character. No,
But they had a good match. I'm not saying he destroyed him or anything.
They pretty much let him manhandle Alex Riley, who's obviously way bigger, obviously way taller. It's just not way taller, like 5 inches, but he's just a bigger, more athletic, better guy. He's like with the eye exam. I'm saying you can't go by that for everything.
I failed the eye exam every time.
Yeah, because you're cockeyed. No, but if you went by the eye exam, just not knowing anything, you'd be like, give me Riley. You know what I mean? Obviously, you can't do that for everything. And I'm not saying, y'all, you told me the other day, it's like, or the other time, like, so you're saying Great Khali would always win. No, because Great Khali can't move, and he's obviously, he can't move, and he can't speak English, and he has no character. Now,
I just think that when you look at
no, he's not
Kevin Owens,
Coxwell.
when you look at Kevin Owens, you see someone that you've never seen before. It's really hard to pinpoint another superstar in even history that is like him, that does what he does in the ring, outside of the ring. And I'm talking about on the outside of the ring. It's really hard to kind of pinpoint, like, the closest one for me right now. I can't even say Samoa Joe, because there's things that, even though they're similar, there's things that Kevin Owens, he has a psychology.
What do you mean outside the ring?
Just like his antics, what he does, the ring psychology. He has a very old school mentality.
Oh, you mean outside the ring? You mean
I mean physically around the ring.
I thought you were talking about like outside.
No.
What is that?
I mean physically, actually around the ring and what he does with the crowd and how he. Just I don't know. Man, it's hard to explain. I don't want to go into a debate about it, but it's just that
I'm just going about just his. I was just saying, like, I'm not saying he's a bad wrestler. He's a great wrestler. He's a
but you say you don't like his character, right?
His persona, not even his character. Well, yeah, I guess
just how he carries himself.
How not saying that they gave him that. They're just letting him do whatever.
And that's another thing about his persona that I understand why Benny doesn't like it.
Dragon, dude.
I understand why Benny like it, but it's something I actually like. I connect with it. But he's, he doesn't give a fuck about anyone else because he knows that anyone can turn around and get you, and all he cares about is his family. I respect that. I just respect the hell out of that, and that's just why I like his character. But anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
To the next phase of what's going on after.
Finn likes Rajah Line and Great Khali. That's it.
No. Hey, it's just because Great Khali is when he first came. Within his first 6 months, he had some good.
So should Big Show still should be champion?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying.
But you want these big cocksful. Not runners that just
This may be a good time to go into what you were talking about.
Oh yeah. But hold on, let me finish with Zach real quick. I'm not. I just said earlier. I just said earlier why Great Khali wouldn't be champion forever. But Great Khali, give him his credit. He was 7'6" or 5", whatever he was, and his first 6 months into it, he was moving and running and just being a dominant force. Okay.
Nobody liked it.
2 count.
2 count.
I did. Me and Jerry, we both saw this article.
Bleacher Report article. It was saying basically that the times with the time of giants are done. WWE.
Yeah.
That the newer crop is going to be smaller, more sleeker guys. I think my first thought about that was that that's kind of like old news. And I would say by the early '90s is when that movement really happened with HBK, Bret Hart, Macho Man. I guess was the very first little peak of that, but Shawn
Is that how tall he was?
Huh? Yeah.
But he's
because
huge,
he look,
they all say it.
Macho Man was big,
it's what I've heard.
You look at Ultimate Warrior, you even look at Hulk Hogan back in the '90s.
It's like Benoit. He's huge too, but it doesn't matter.
But see, okay, things like that. It's like I just thought these guys are like I guess in height wise, but they're still massive humans.
Mm-hmm.
Look at guys like, for example, I'm gonna throw a few guys out there. Ezekiel Jackson.
Yeah,
Big Rick.
And TNA, right?
They may work for some reason in other promotions. They kind of flow, but he didn't work out. I'll even go back to Sylvester Turkai. Y'all remember that guy?
Or what was
from
that?
Like the 2000s. So another big guy ran him. No, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Or who was Bobby Lashley 2.0?
You had
the guy. I forgot his name.
Bobby Lashley 2.0.
Marcus Corvon.
I was gonna say it was Marcus Corvon.
No, he didn't work out either. Even though he was great in TNA. Don't work.
Because he was a big black guy with a little baby voice. He was Hulk.
I can only think of.
It was Hulk from the Love New York.
Oh,
David Otunga.
Yeah.
Bro-Tunga? Oh,
You know,
Bro-Tunga?
he's Bro-Tunga, man. See, look at that. You know, he's stuck on the commentary board now.
I hate that guy.
Commentary where?
He does exactly. He does pre-show commentary.
So he does the pre-show commentary.
No, he just actually does the pre-shows comment for Raw. Actually, the pre-show for Raw. So it's just like what y'all are getting at makes a lot of sense. You know, the big guys. You know, I know Vinny loves his big guys, but I think it really is moving on to the more sleeker. Obviously, you have a little bit of a different variation, but you know, look at the people that are coming up: Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, Neville already, Kalisto. So those guys, you know, there's very few big guys coming out of that. But see, you know, Kevin Owens, y'all say he's a big guy, but I still technically don't even though he's physically big, I don't count him as a big guy.
I can't
because
wait
he does things.
Powerbomb to Brock Lesnar.
He does things that he does like little guy stuff too. That's the thing that people don't understand. You know, so yeah, technically he's a big guy, but he also can move as well. You know, I would even say.
But does he fall into those smaller? Because he's not sleek, but he's only 6 foot.
Yeah, so he's in a Bray Wyatt category. He's big, but he can move a little bit. You know, he can move around and do things, and it's his persona and his character, just like Bray Wyatt, that are gonna make him legendary. They're gonna make them notable figures.
I just like the tackle, the punch, the headbutt. Those are gone now. People want to see more stuff.
They want they took it over the top with Neville, man. He just does shit in the ring that. Oh my God.
You know what Neville does? Neville's everywhere in the ring. Neville goes.
This makes you think: who's the man? Who's the number one man in 2 years, 3 years? Who's at the top of the card? Besides the fact that John Cena's going to wrestle until he's.
So you take out John Cena. You take out.
Take
a look at this first. Let's do a small booking of the card, but in the future. And let's say like 4 years. So you take out John Cena. You take out Randy Orton. You take out Kane. Take out Big Show. Mark Henry. Now what?
Ryback's main eventing with Roman Reigns.
Ryback be gone too. He's a role player.
Yeah. So who after those guys are gone, you just say eliminate those guys, however long it takes. Who's main eventing?
If everything goes well,
I think money wise and just biggest draw, I think it's gonna be Finn Balor.
Or Balor, not Devitt.
Balor, obviously Roman Reigns is gonna be there until whenever he decides.
He's the new baby face.
The thing about Roman Reigns that it's hard to invest in him if you're a fan because he may be a wrestler, but it's not in his blood. I mean, okay, I can't say that.
Yeah.
But it's not in his heart.
Yeah, let's say that's definitely in his blood.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
It's in his blood. It's in his blood, but it's not in his heart. So
it looks like he wants to do something else.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. I see him getting into it with his.
I know he's trying, and I appreciate that, but I still feel like when he doesn't feel like doing it anymore, he's out, man. You know, he's not like the Rock where he wants to be out, or like his cousin, he wants to be out, but then come back just for money. You know, or I don't know. Who knows?
I get what you're saying.
You know,
but you know what though? Like I see the Usos with the same face.
You think so?
Yeah. When I see the Usos,
I see a little bit more passion in them though.
Man, they make the same smirks, and not the same face because they are cousins, they are true bloodline or whatever.
Yeah.
But I see the same look in their face. Yeah, like how you're saying that you see it in Roman Reigns, like he doesn't have passion. I see it, man. I think he's getting it, and he's not doing the. I don't think he's scripted. He's reading script.
Now, do y'all think that the crowd would ever really truly get behind him?
No.
Knowing who we have coming up.
Yes, if he turns heel. If he gets a heel run and if he finds a character,
he looks like you can paint him red and play.
Because
like
there's
Diablo.
already a lot of people who are fans of him. I mean, there are.
Right? Tell me he don't look like a devil.
They would have to get rid of the fucking Shield shit first of all.
Yeah.
Number one, if they eliminate that crap,
but the Shield is Roman Reigns.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying the only way I'm gonna get behind him is if they literally eliminate that shit.
You do. Zach calls this a super kick. He goes, "Oh, that was a badass super kick." Dude, that's terrible.
Big boot. I mean,
yeah, that's what I said too. That's a super kick.
That's not even a super kick.
Do your super kick.
So we're doing super kicks right now, guys.
Super kick party.
Right?
Super kick party all the time, always.
Okay. Yeah, really. Fucking super kick. Alright, stay right there.
Y'all wanna
I
do
don't
mine.
feel like standing.
Let me do yours. Come on.
Then
Come on.
you do it.
I need an object. Come on.
Then
Come on.
Jerry's guitar.
Ready? Come on. Ready?
Really?
Let's go. Ready? Stand up.
I don't want to.
Let me do a super kick.
No, dude. Because you're
Start with the super kick party here at 2Count, guys.
Yeah.
Zach doesn't want to take it.
You fat butt!
You kicked the bad foot where I got my nail in.
That's your fault, dude. How you gonna jump on a nail? It's like,
I didn't jump on a nail.
you pinpoint looked at it and said, "I want that nail." 2Count.
2Count.
You know what? I have a theory though.
2Count. Bring back Kali.
You know how
Oh
like
my god.
like
Hashtag
you know
bring back
how
Kali.
ROH is doing this like war
Cross promotions.
yeah cross promotions
So
like
amazing.
War of the Worlds something like that.
Man, Vince
They
needs
have
to
this
get
bad-
off that. He
they-
needs to get off it.
You know, Triple H will be down for that, right?
Hell
You know,
yeah.
he would.
You know that like Shinsuke Nakamura is going to be there, and he's a beast. So this is what needs to happen.
No, that's a big guy. That
Shinsuke needs
But
to
you
sign.
know, you-
Can I finish?
Fuck
Shit! Gosh! Like, I want to talk about ROH's war happening and going on. So it's going to happen, and then this is what's going to happen. WWE's going to be like, oh man, Shinsuke, you're a badass, dude. And he's going to sign with NXT, but unfortunately, he can't. Because they have Hideo. You can only do it one Japanese dude at a time. Only one Japanese dude. Only like.
I was
you
trying
can't-
to tell
So
him
wait,
that.
so where's your theory going? 'Cause I'm
Yeah, I
not
know.
sure.
So wait. Here's your theory. You get one Japanese guy and 50 white guys.
No.
Hashtag theory. Hashtag Zach's theory.
Here's the rest of my theory. You know how WrestleMania is going to be in Dallas, and they have a star as a logo, right? It's not WrestleMania 32. It's WrestleMania Star.
Benny's not even looking at you. He can't even look you in the eye.
He's gonna laugh.
None of this works. Go.
Hear it out real quick. Hear it
So
out.
it's gonna be WrestleMania Star.
It's called because we have a star as a logo.
Instead of a 32 like it should be, it's a star. It's no longer numbered.
Where'd he go?
Wait. That went from the crossroads of ROH and
So
New
listen,
Japan.
I got it.
He's
It's
getting
here. It's gonna pay off. So they're gonna sign Shinsuke Nakamura, and him and Stardust are gonna main event WrestleMania 32 because it's WrestleMania Star.
So he's looking like the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my fucking.
2Count.
Hashtag make it happen.
So
Stardust versus Shinsuke
let me break it down. Let me break it down.
for
for
the
everyone.
IWGP Intercontinental Championship.
WrestleMania Star, Stardust main events against Shinsuke Nakamura. That's it, right? Like,
And a Cosmos ladder match where you have to climb to the top of AT&T Stadium.
okay. And then what happens after that? How do you get down?
And there's stars everywhere, right?
Yeah, there's stars.
So there's stars.
Falling
It's like
stars.
Stardust is going to come stars everywhere.
I didn't know you were
Now
much.
you
I didn't know
got
you're that
the
much of a
theory.
Stardust fan. First of all,
Hashtag Zach's theory.
no. But let's one thing that is probably going to happen next year,
Sting
and
versus
Sting
Undertaker?
versus the Undertaker. How do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, I've been hearing that.
If it happens, how do you feel about
here's
that?
the thing. If we're sitting at our
So,
house watching
just
it,
like
Yeah, if we're
Triple
there.
H versus Sting.
That's the big thing. We live in, and guys, we're based out of Houston.
I guess
So
they'll
obviously-
finish in Houston, Texas, right?
Yeah. Obviously, we're gonna be going. Hopefully, everybody's gonna try to go. But so yeah, the Undertaker, who's from Texas, versus Sting. Who wins? And I guess Sting should probably come out with the win. He should have won this year.
No, that match was god awful. The Triple H
Of course
versus
it was.
Sting.
I didn't like it.
And then you got
Even in the
you got
beginning, I hated
DX,
it.
Wait, because of
by the
the ending or because of just how the match
I
went?
hated everything
You
about
You
it.
got DX and the New Age Outlaws in the ring at the same time for the first time ever.
Oh my god.
That's not cool being a dumb shit. I was saying,
I don't think
I want to know why y'all think the match, was that just the finish bad or?
Here's my thing.
I went back
didn't
and
like.
watched it and
I already
enjoyed
didn't
it.
like the entrance
Like,
of everyone.
How did you hate the
because
entrance to
I,
Triple
I
H?
absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you straight up why I hate it.
That
That cross
entrance was
promotion
amazing.
is bullshit to me.
Do you know how much money
bullshit.
Triple H made there? A lot.
You know how much money Arnold made from that? That's more important.
You know
he
those
needs it.
Terminators there? Those are worth more than our lives.
wait, so why didn't y'all like? The
I'll tell you why I didn't like
Didn't
it.
like the interference. First
Yeah,
of all.
the interference
that
was
was
stupid.
pointless. You should have a straight up
I
match.
think it was gonna be tough for Sting to have a straight up match.
You think so? I don't know why. I just don't. I think he could have pulled it off.
I went back and seen
If
it.
Undertaker.
and I thought it was a lot of fun. The crowd reaction. It was.
Yeah, I
very-
guess as a whole,
little
but
part of it was very nostalgic. It was cool.
That's the
I
one
enjoyed
factor
it.
is just
The
nostalgianism.
finish to me was absolute garbage.
what's that?
Nostalgianistic?
I just think that thing.
Nostalgianism?
I think he sold it more than people think. I think he's actually, I think he's a lot more well off in the ring than people really think, and I think the way he sold it makes people think that he can't go. But I really feel like even though he's at his age, I think he can go just like someone like Undertaker can or whatever. I really feel like that. just seeing him.
I
in
thought it was
other-
a little dull until everyone came out, and then
Yeah,
everyone was standing. And that's when
it
really,
was-
I mean, the match was already
energy
pretty. Let's be
picked up.
honest, though.
Man.
The match was already dull. It had nothing behind it. There was no stipulation that made it make a difference.
And that's kind of why, because it came from left
who
field. Like,
cares?
I didn't understand.
Yeah.
I had not in the
Oh, the
wildest idea. I didn't imagine any of that happening.
The
It came-
second
it was a
Hogan came
curveball,
out
so
is
I
the
like
second the match was ruined.
Who?
Second Hogan came out.
No,
But
here's just the only thing I wish it could have happened, but
I don't
if
know.
it just go back 7 years, make everyone just a little younger, dude.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
when Triple H is the youngest guy in the ring, the average age was like 60. Okay, and that's the only thing. Just kind of was like, it's cool, but it kind of sucks because they're old as fuck.
Yeah.
It's
So,
like the whole match. You could
That's what I'm saying.
The
What was
Jurassic
the, you know,
Park
I know.
theme song.
I see the relevance of bringing NWO out, but they're too fucking old
It
to
was-
do anything.
It was
Dude,
cool and all.
Kevin Nash was trotting and almost tore a quad.
He almost tore it.
But like it was just to me, I didn't like the match because it's just like it was boring.
Yeah.
I bet if I rewatched it again, it'd still be boring.
Yeah, it was.
No,
It was.
you only saw it one time.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since.
After
So
this
you're saying I
podcast,
should go? I should go back and watch it.
I just don't. It wasn't boring. Now with DX and all them coming out, I went back and I've seen a lot of on the when I left your house.
Yeah.
Obviously, all I could think about was fucking Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
That made or broke
Made
it to
or
me.
broke.
Made or broke it to me. Excuse me. But really, what I thought overall about the show was nothing too special.
No.
But then I went back and I started, watching some of the matches, and I was like, holy shit, this,
You know what? Yeah,
this is
no.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, you
Crowd
have to
was
just
fun
sit
and-
and watch.
You had to sit and
Like
watch
the
it.
Rollins and Orton match, that was really good. And then the super RKO off the top of the Levi Stadium after Seth Rollins took that super boost and just blew the whole place apart.
I did. I rewatched it, and
Like the ladder match was fun.
Yeah, no, the ladder match
Brian.
was awesome.
I think overall, the WrestleMania was probably one of the best. But it was good. It was fun. It was fun to watch, and the ending was perfect. But I don't know. I'm still caught up on those two matches, man. And it's just so happened those are the two matches that I didn't call right. And I just really don't agree with that. I don't know. Those two matches.
I almost thought 100% Sting was gonna win, dude. Like I
Yeah,
would have never
seriously-
guessed.
Because Triple H has a shitty WrestleMania
Yeah.
record.
That's what I'm
You know
like. Man, I don't
What
know
if that's
about
what we're
this.
getting with Bray? Just
I don't know what we're getting.
How
there,
that?
man.
How is that okay? How's that even?
It's not because they've.
You put him in against these impossible matches. Okay, cool. But why can't you let him come out on top?
you know
Why?
what he's still doing though?
No.
Cutting some great promos.
He's always gonna do that. It's like, but when does it come into fruition?
When can he back
when-
up all the stuff he's saying?
I don't know if it's backing up. When are they going to allow him to come out and say his plan to finally come into fruition? That's what I'm looking for. I know he can beat a lot of these guys, but
Maybe
when are
he
they
needs
going
to
to
do
allow
more
him to do
Make-A-Wishes.
that? Huh?
Maybe he needs to do more Make-A-Wishes.
I don't think many kids would want to see that.
Hey, if I had cancer and I was a child, I'd be like, hey, I want to see Bray Wyatt before I die.
Okay, man.
I want him to be my priest at my funeral.
What the fuck?
Like,
I'd be okay with that. But like I said, it's just me being a fan of Bray Wyatt. It's hard,
Yeah, 'cause I didn't want Taker to win either.
nobody wanted to.
But now it's like, but again, after just really, really thinking about it, just like
Yeah, I was
I understand why they had Taker win now.
same here.
Yeah.
I'm not bitter that he lost. I understand it,
I was bitter
But-
that he lost.
but I just feel like what's best for business is to continue building this character. And every time you build him up so high, they tear him down, and he has to start working hard again to build up. When does it end? When does he just finally get to a point like right now? If y'all are watching SmackDown Raw, he's calling out someone else. He looks like he's calling out someone else.
I know who's calling
Who
out.
who's he calling out? Is he gonna capitalize,
Shinsuke Nakamura. That's who he's calling out.
or is he calling Chris Benoit?
He's totally calling Chris Benoit. He is going to summon Chris Benoit from his. You know what? Chris Benoit just played a cruel prank on everybody. He's waiting until WrestleMania 32 to come back. He's gonna wait till the Royal Rumble.
So a hoax this whole time?
It's a hoax this whole time.
Wow.
He has an oxygen tank in his casket with him, so he's just straight chilling. And somebody's like delivering McDonald's in the middle of the night.
Okay. If only, man.
No, there's no if only. It's gonna happen.
Oh my god, it's gonna happen.
So it's going to be Chris Benoit, Shinsuke Nakamura,
So do you want to?
and Stardust in the same ring.
Do we want to sidetrack into something else, or?
Well, what do we got here? Unfortunately, I could not catch up with this week's Lucha Underground. I don't know if you guys caught it. Did you guys catch it?
I can't because I don't have that channel or access yet.
I did.
Do you have internet?
I do have internet.
It showed on Dailymotion.
Really?
I catched a bunch of their stuff. I kind of have to zoom through it sometimes, but yeah, it's good stuff. You know, I really like Angelico.
Yeah, he's good. I like that guy,
He's just
man.
really good.
Really good.
Obviously, I'm a big fan of Ivelisse and Son of Havoc. I think they're awesome.
Speaking of
That's the
Lucha
storyline they
Underground,
got going there.
I don't know if y'all saw on
It's
Raw.
hard for me to keep up because I don't really speak Spanish and I don't have a way to translate it.
I'm telling you, you guys should try it. Dailymotion, it's awesome. They have the full
What's it
episodes.
called?
Like literally the day
Hey, did
after.
y'all see on Raw? Roman Reigns was making his cool, what's it called, the painting entrance, and somebody had a Pentagon Junior sign. Did you see that? Did you spot that?
I did not catch that.
Okay, so like
Pretty
I
good.
barely caught it right before they cut it off. So he's walking, and I see Cero Miedo, and then Junior, and I noticed the Pentagon in the back, and I was like,
That's pretty sick.
That's
"That's
pretty
fucking
interesting.
cool."
Hey, the fact that you recognize that, I mean, that's really cool.
It's the only Spanish
I
word.
was
in
gonna say,
the
I wonder
air,
why they
so-
confiscated it. Well, Vince probably doesn't know who the fuck anyone is outside of WWE, so.
Shit.
Dude,
Probably.
to me, Pentagon Junior is one of the best in Lucha, right? Like,
Yeah. I
Besides-
love Phoenix, too.
besides Prince Pumadu,
But you know, but he's not
Shit.
Mexican or anything.
Rick Beast.
Yeah. But, yeah. And then the last NXT, they showed the Access.
Which I was.
Well, here's the weird thing.
I
I
like,
like.
because, did you see, watching a day of
Yeah.
Tommy's journey?
I
That was really
I
cool,
was
man.
confused though because I thought he hit GTS on to win the tournament.
No.
That's what I thought. And apparently he wasn't. He only won a tournament. And then they had another match. They had just random matches before WrestleMania, and they actually showed the clip of when he did it on Tyler Breeze, and I was like, man, dude, everybody went nuts. Even people like backstage and shit. It was
Yeah.
great.
That was a cool little thing. It was like literally like a little small documentary.
I don't like how they're
Yeah.
like, poking fun at CM Punk about it by saying like, oh, he's the originator, haha, I'm gonna do it.
Well,
But
you know, it just sucks that it didn't. That he didn't do it on some big stage, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I'm being picky about it.
no, yeah, I think he still should have done it. If anything, he should have done it to win the title, or not the title, the tournament.
opportunity.
Yeah, he should have did it to win the tournament or something. But you can't have everything. I think he's gonna have some good
A
spots.
great wrestler is all we need.
Yeah, he's great, man. I actually really it never occurred to me, but I think he'd be really great on the main roster right now.
You think so?
No, yeah, because let's say you throw him into the Intercontinental stuff. Yeah, you will have good matches with him against Dolph Ziggler. I really want to see him go against Dan Bryan.
Really?
Yeah,
That was
just because they have very similar, not similar, but like they have some of the same moves. They both have like the kind of like the I know he has Dan Bryan has a high knee, and then and then Hideo has like this like. It's kind of like a Shining Wizard, but it's not. And he just goes in your face in the kick. But I just think that their styles would be really good. And then you would have them maybe go against, I don't know, Adrian Neville. Just have him go against like really good guys. And I think he would be great on the main
just
roster.
shit that would make wrestling look awesome.
Which is what they need. You have it on NXT so much. Why not kind of translate it over? I would even like to see him against someone like Stardust. Or, I don't even know. I wouldn't want to see Hideo go against, like, Sheamus or anything right now.
Oh, that'd be awful.
No.
God.
Or like, Big Show. But, like,
Honestly,
he had a
Sheamus-
match against, it's like when Adrian Neville had a match against Seth Rollins. Imagine Seth Rollins versus Hideo. That would be great, too. See, it's like, when you have a champion that is such a good wrestler, like Seth Rollins, which we haven't had in a really long time. I've already said this before. We haven't had a legit champion since CM Punk. Now, a lot of people are like, well, what about Dan Bryan? I'm like, yeah, Dan Bryan's amazing. We love Dan Bryan. But everything on his thing got cut short. So it's like, I can't even, like, it's not like I can't remember it, but it's like, it's almost like it's not really relevant. They had so many issues with that, his health and his, the Authority storyline. So, just having a good wrestler as champion that can appear on Raw and SmackDown every week, you will be able to use him in matches. And then you can use him against someone like Neville or bringing up Hideo or like they did with Adrian Neville. So I just think that's really great, and I think he would fit perfectly right now in the roster. And I think his character is different enough that people will be interested in seeing what he can do. If you haven't already seen what he can do, it's just kind of crazy. I was just telling him, I think Adrian Neville would be really great on the roster right now.
Oh yeah,
I think he would be.
I think both the additions with him and Kalisto, I think that just makes Raw and SmackDown that much better. Imagine when all these guys that we're seeing excel down in NXT on the fucking main roster right now. Imagine how good the show's going to be. When you have all the guys that are already there that are good: Ambrose, Rollins, Ziggler, Bryan, Barrett, Harper, Cesaro, Kidd. You know what I mean? The top of the top talent, and then you add Balor, you add Owens.
And now we got Neville already.
You have Neville, Kalisto. Jesus Christ.
Just imagine.
How they don't make a good PR show out of that?
This is how Finn Balor's going to take over Undertaker's spot. He's
honestly, I would. I just thought about this right now. By the way, what if Bray Wyatt is calling out someone from NXT?
Finn Balor.
What if it's Finn Balor?
What if it is Finn Balor?
Bro, I don't know
why.
If
it is Finn Balor, he goes another Bray Wyatt loss.
Yeah, and actually, I'd be okay with that. My girl's gonna be like, of course she's gonna be okay with that because I have my favorite from NXT versus my favorite from.
What if they just decide to tie up together and just
I wouldn't even know who to choose. It's
because he's coming up soon. He's not gonna stay down there that long. He's coming up really soon.
He's here already.
He's coming up soon.
The only reason why I say I don't know what I don't understand is when is Sami Zayn gonna make it?
Man, because he's been there for a long time.
They tie him up with these storylines so much. It's almost like they don't want to let him go because if they let Sami Zayn go, they have to start working harder to build someone up to Sami Zayn. Yeah, well, to build someone up into that Sami Zayn status. And I don't know who that is going to be because the rest of the guys are heels. I would say Solomon Crow, but that's me. There's not that many Solomon Crow guys out there. Fans.
Solomon Crow saved somebody in the life of the car.
Solomon Crow is another one of my favorites, but they're gonna have to work harder to make him. They're gonna have.
I get what you're saying. Who's gonna be the top face?
Who is he gonna be if they get rid of Sami Zayn? So it's almost like I feel sorry for him because they're bogarting him, or they just. It's almost like he's held captive. On NXT.
I never really thought of it.
Not forever, but just for a long time. What happens?
Because as far as just being over, I don't think anyone.
So you put Sami Zayn against Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn wins. Okay, he's a champion again, and then Kevin Owens goes to the main roster. Now what? You have him as champion again. What the fuck? When
Hideo.
So now that I think of it,
I feel like Hideo's already going to be just kind of moved up at some random point in time. I'm not even worried about him either.
I think Zayn should just lose that rematch and just
hopefully as a loser. Damn, that's hard, dude. Usually the winner.
Neville left as a loser.
That's true.
It's usually how it is, man. It's usually, look, Lucha Underground, they lost their titles. They kind of sat around and then they got called up. Ascension lost their titles. They got called up.
And then they lost to the Lucha Dragons that they just went on a losing streak.
Yeah. I don't want to go into that.
And it sucks. I really hate it because like you're saying, we're all Ascension fans, but they have killed them so much that they've actually managed to make me just not care about it, and not even.
Con, that statement looked like it just broke your heart.
No.
Are you okay? It's okay to cry.
It's
look. I can't I don't care who it is. I can't like a team who's just coming out and you could tell it's not genuine. You could tell it's not real. They're just cookie cutter Legion of Doom things. I don't like any of it. I wish they would have stayed the way they were at NXT.
I agree. I'm not mad because I agree with him. And the reason why I agree with him is because although I absolutely marked the shit out when they came out and debuted with that entrance and that theme song, something about that entrance and that theme song just connected with me really well.
I love that theme song.
However,
10 times.
I love the time and trial of everything. However, I understand what you're saying. They didn't need. I'm okay with the face paint. They didn't need the shoulder pads. Really, and they didn't need to do the mocking. They didn't have to do that. I don't know why they told them to do that. I don't know if it was their idea.
They could have done it, but if they wouldn't have lost and gotten killed like that, then it would have been, it would have been okay.
And they were on a little bit of a streak. They they started beating. They beat the veterans. They beat New Age Outlaws, and normally I would say New Age to beat the New Age Outlaws. Who cares? But the New Age Outlaws were the champions not too long ago. So it's like it actually makes sense. That it's like okay, so you beat former champions.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then, they just dropped the ball on them, and I just don't understand why. I feel like they might actually need to repackage them a little bit. And you're right, they were a lot better in NXT, at least before the end of the NXT.
Right.
Because they were getting kind of jobbed with the new guys, Finn Balor and all them. But yeah, I don't know what's going to take, man. I'm obviously going to be a fan. I still go on and watch, I go on the network and watch a main event and just check out some of their main event matches and stuff like that. They're still on TV. Yeah. They're just not on. You're like, you're on main event and everything. But I have hope that they'll kind of, because they're like one of the few legit tag teams they have right now, and they just need to capitalize on them. I'm not really a big fan of the primetime players. I never really was. The only time I really was when they had Abraham Washington as their manager. I liked them then. That was about it. And like Tyson Kidd and Cesaro are great, but they're not. To me, they weren't really a legit tag team. They were a makeshift tag team that they kind of like. All right, let's take two. Let's take two mid carders. Put them together, and okay, well, yeah, but that wasn't a legit tag team that the company's been working on Ascension for a long time. So to me, they're really legit because of that. They've put a lot of time and a lot of effort in them, and to not really make it work is still very baffles me. But another tag team I kind of wanted to touch bases on was the New Day. I really like what they're doing with that. Actually, when they come out, I actually watch a lot more now.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it's just interesting. You look at what's going on, like with them. They're taking the hate that they're getting, which is genuine. People hate them for whatever reason.
I can tell you a million.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons for that. But what if I told you that creative actually, for once, did something that they don't normally do, and they predicted the future, and they knew that people were going to hate this gimmick.
I would like to think that they're smart enough to think that we wouldn't like that shit.
Which is weird because they're not smart enough to do other things, but they're smart enough to get this right.
So, yeah.
But this has to happen like this for me to even give credit to creative or not. But what if they knew that making them this outgoing and this happy was exactly what everyone would hate? Hence, this would be and they knew that they would eventually change the characters and turn them into what we initially wanted from the New Day.
Because you remember at first, that's what was kind of they wanted to do. They wanted to bring him out as a heel stable.
A heel stable. I won't say Nation of Domination because it's not going to be that. What it's going to be is a heel stable of these guys that are just kind of sick and tired of dealing with the crap from not only the people in the back but the crowd too.
That makes so much more sense.
Exactly. But guess what? We're kind of getting that.
No.
You look at I would say if y'all watch it, pay a lot of attention to what Xavier Woods' his face and what he's the one that's selling it the most right now. You pay attention to his emotion. He's really selling this, clap or snap. They already even kind of said it. If they don't keep clapping, they're eventually going to snap as a heel stable, and it's what everyone's been wanting anyway. So I would say if that actually does turn out to be like that, maybe kind of do away with the entire thing and change it up. Tires, theme song, everything like that, and really come out as like, it'd be awesome. It'd be a really cool thing to see. And I think that'd be awesome for the tag team division, and just a cool storyline.
Right.
So.
And just to finally give those guys something to sink their teeth into.
Yeah.
I feel bad for all three of them. I'm a fan of all three of them.
Yeah, me too.
Kofi Kingston's a beast.
Kofi Kingston is
always.
I'm more of a fan of Xavier Woods than any of the other ones, but I think he's the one that's going to end up kind of carrying in this thing. So I'm looking forward to it, and something cool to watch on SmackDown. You wouldn't think that SmackDown would have cool things, but as we said earlier, SmackDown's been picking it up. Yeah. So it's good to see that.
So they got together with SmackDown, just like, hey guys, let's be cool again. Remember when we were cool on SmackDown?
Remember when SmackDown was better than Raw? Yeah. It actually happened. It existed.
Yeah. Paul Heyman needs to write that shit again.
They should just allow him to do something like that again.
Well, now that he's gone,
some kind of creative, input. I guess.
Why do I see Kevin Owens being called up as the Paul Heyman guy?
Right?
Because it's gonna happen like that. No, it's not.
I don't know. I don't know who the next Paul Heyman guy would be.
It's gonna be Finn Balor.
I don't want it to be Finn Balor. I don't know why. I just don't.
I'm just afraid for Balor on the mic. That's the only little thing. Just the mic. That's it.
Because of his accent.
Yeah, and he's got a pretty high.
And he has
voice.
these right here too. That dude's got some.
It's gonna have to be his.
I've never noticed that, but
Dude,
It's gonna have to be his character that really sets it up.
if he just doesn't talk too much, and
it's like Bray. Bray
He's
doesn't
gonna have to wear a lot of the paint. That's what he did on the Indies.
yeah.
He's gonna have to do it to get people captivated.
Yeah. And he will. He'll do it.
And but
in a
here's the thing:
fucking
it's
flash.
not that people should watch him for. You should watch him for the great moves that he does in ring. But it's gonna have to be the character that really. Oh wait! Look at that! Like look at look at that. So I don't know. And I was thinking about the Bray Wyatt thing. It's like it would make more sense to me to have Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt happen soon. But that would only be possible. That would only make sense if Bray Wyatt has been winning. You have him winning all these matches, overcoming all these odds, Undertaker, Cena, all the other guys, and then it takes someone from NXT coming up
to beat him.
to,
And then
to
that.
create. Yeah, exactly.
Oh man! And
See,
that's
that
how
would
you
be-
create.
Yes,
You bounce off each other. Oh man!
but it didn't happen.
I don't know why they don't do that. I just don't know
I don't
why.
understand.
Oh, Connor Jerry for creative writing. Go.
It just doesn't make sense. Like you reminding me about Cena beating Wyatt. I can never get over that. The fact that he continues to win and to win. Right now, don't get me wrong, I actually like what he's doing with the whole open challenge. Because for the guy who actually, if he continues to do it, let's say he continues to
But
do this shit.
But guess what? It's not gonna happen anytime soon. You know why? They instantly came out with T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So it really sucks that we can kind of predict the future by looking at what they do on the outside.
Right.
But the fact that they came out with T-shirts means that Dean Ambrose was gonna win that title that night,
Right.
even though it kind of looked like he would. You know what I mean? But the fact that you come out with a T-shirt the fucking day after, now they gotta spend some time selling these fucking shirts, and he's not going to win. He's not gonna lose anytime soon. I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna lose, and that's what
That
sucks.
sucks.
I'm sorry to like,
But I hope,
bring
I
that
still
out.
hope that, let's say he's not going to do this open challenge forever, right? But I get towards the end of his reign, I think he should do it maybe a couple more times. And when he does, I think that's when they should. That guy who finally beats him. That guy who finally beats him.
And I feel like it might actually be someone from NXT.
It could be. That'd be pretty sick. And that's like, dude, I think you create somebody right there.
And it would actually make sense too if he continues to do this. It would actually make sense with the whole. It would make sense with the whole. You know how he got brought up. Kurt Angle called him out.
Right.
Open
yeah,
challenge.
exactly.
But this time for the title, and he loses the title. How great would that be?
Exactly.
It would be cool if actually someone like Sami Zayn did that. Just like, oh, he's this random
Un-American
kid, this
fuck.
fucking guy just comes out. Who the hell are you? You know,
Why?
John Cena's like, all right, well, I'm gonna take off my hat and we're gonna go at it. And Sami Zayn just outright just destroys him in the ring, and he wins the title. And Sami Zayn, first night on the job, wins the title. You don't really see that happen.
Ah, fucker. Okay, stop. That shit hurts. Fucking
Judo chop
got me
X-ray
in
in
the
my
fucking.
neck.
Zach has me in a fucking hold and shit. So yeah,
This is how bored talking about Cena makes me.
you just start doing wrestling moves because you don't.
Yeah.
talk
If
about
we got
it.
some time, maybe we switch gears and talk about something that's not wrestling.
we can do that.
I can do that.
So today is April 10th, correct?
No, 9th, 10th.
10th,
You're right.
right?
You're right. You're right.
No,
You're right.
April 10th, right?
Today's the 10th.
So
Today's
it's
the
April
10th.
10th. Now, it's right now. It's just Benny had to make a quick release. He had to leave.
Yeah.
So right now it's just me, Jerry, and Zach, and there is something that we've been waiting for. I don't know if y'all want to go into it right now for a few minutes.
Go into it for a few minutes. We'll let the wrestling world in on a little bit of what we're excited about.
Personal life.
So in 4 days, guys, we are really huge fans of a game called Mortal Kombat, and Mortal Kombat X comes out in 4 days, and I don't know, we can talk about that really quick because we're all
bitch.
extreme stoked for this game. I know I am. At least
I'm more extreme.
I think you
stoked
guys
for
are
this
probably
than Extreme Rules.
even more exactly. There's not much build up for Extreme Rules, so I'd rather even talk about something else that's more important
like
right now.
Extreme Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, MKX, the latest game. It's been about 4 years since we've had Mortal Kombat, and I'm a huge fan. So I don't know if y'all, who y'all looking in, if y'all have caught up, if y'all know anything about it, the whole roster has gotten revealed for this game. Just going real quick.
Kung Jin.
Who do y'all think you're gonna play with? Name like 3 characters you're gonna play as initially. Now, obviously, when we get into the game, we're gonna realize who our favorites are. I think, and after playing the game, playing with everybody, And this game has every character has 3 variations that are a little bit different. So it's a lot of testing and a lot of learning to do.
All right.
But Zach, go for it.
Kung Jin,
Mhm.
Melina, and it's a tie. Y'all are gonna tell me I'm on crack for this third one because of the person it's tied with, and because I was playing with Kenshi earlier. But Aaron Black or Devora.
Ooh.
Devora,
I don't know, man.
Well, because it's just like nobody's showing her any love. It's just like
right, yeah.
this
Exactly.
new character's here. So you know what? There's new characters in Mortal Kombat. Some I've been asking for like
A lot.
ever.
I'm
Wait a
just
second.
kidding.
I thought when that first trailer came out a while back, I remember I might have mistaken. I might have took it wrong, but you were like, I don't know, man. You're like, I don't know about this one because of the new characters.
And that's all they had revealed,
You were like,
too.
and that's all they had revealed. So
At that
I was
Because
moment.
it was
like, I don't
Cassie
know.
Cage, and it's like Cassie Cage just her mom and dad put together.
No.
See, actually, yeah, what we learn now with Cassie Cage, she has some inspired moves, but she's going to be more of a marksman. If you play the game Injustice, she seems like she's going to be a little bit more of like a Deathstroke type character, where she uses a lot of the pistols and shit like that. So she's going to be kind of tough because it's going to be hard to get out of the range from her. But I don't see her being anything close to until definitely nothing like Johnny Cage. But yeah, so you said Kung Jin and those guys. What about you?
I would say Takeda out of the new guys.
He has an OP ass fuck
I'm gonna
move.
say
Like,
Aaron Black, another new guy,
Aaron Black.
and
fuck it, John Cena
another
Scorpion.
fucking new guy. Fuck it, Kung Jin, man. All those
Wow.
new, I love those 3 guys right there. Those 3 new ones just look so.
I might be the only one that sticks right now. I'm gonna kind of stick with the veterans. I've always
I'm sticking with the John Cenas and the Randy
John.
Ortons.
Well, I don't know, man. Because I'm honestly I'm sticking with veterans, but I'm not sticking with characters that most people play with. I guess I don't know who plays with it. I don't really like Scorpion or Sub-Zero. I'm not really fans of
I
it.
know one person who plays with Scorpion. You remember Aaron? Big Aaron?
Yes.
He played with Scorpion, but we trashed him every time.
Yeah.
He did the same moves over and over. It's like he was playing as John Cena.
I can't get on that. But for me, it's my biggest one in 9 was Raiden. So I'm probably gonna pick one of the Raidens, and I think Displacer Raiden might be the closest one to what I can use. So because he's all based on teleportation, which is what I pretty much did all the time in 9. So Raiden,
Bitch.
Kano. I'm gonna try out Kano. I'm gonna see if I can do something with him. I don't know if I'm gonna be good with him. I'm
You know
gonna
who
give it a
does look
shot.
like John Cena? Looks just like him. Kotal Khan. Straight
And
baby.
Shinnok.
Shinnok
I'm gonna
looks like,
destroy
to all
everyone.
those who, yeah, I'm probably gonna be the most hated on the show for this now, but Shinnok looks like Maleficent.
Wow.
You know what?
I don't
But you know what
understand that.
Shinnok's,
I just
you know what
don't-
Shinnok's
I
gonna
don't
do?
get it.
You know what? I like Shinnok now because Shinnok's gonna pull some sort of spell to bring Chris Benoit back to life.
Well, he'll be a zombie. So
So
is
we
that
have
okay?
Zombie Chris Benoit
Zombie Chris
versus
Benoit confirmed, dude.
Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 32.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Somehow CM Punk comes back and gets in the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my guys right now. Like honestly though, I would say like with also slash Aaron Black slash Takeda.
Slash
I mean,
everybody
fuck,
else on
I
the
mean,
roster.
They're hard.
But those 2 guys I really want to play with. Aaron
You
Black
know who
and
looks
Takeda.
like a dum dum after just seeing and looking? Ferritor.
I
Ferritor
really-
looks
I
like
don't
a
like that
dum-dum.
character, man.
That's like the Cameron of Mortal Kombat right now.
Now that you said that, I can't wait to beat you with him.
No, it's not gonna happen.
I can't wait.
That looks like a dum
If
dum.
anyone picks Ferritor, I'm just gonna pick Goro. Every time.
Yeah, no.
Every
jump.
fucking
Let's
time.
do it.
I'm gonna pick Goro every time.
time.
I'm just gonna have to pick the big guy and the big guy versus the big guy again. Because that used to happen with Injustice. When people would play when people would play Bane, I would play Solomon Grundy.
What about Solomon Crow?
Solomon Crow is the best right now. I don't know. I love him. Shout out to Solomon Crow in NXT right
Shout
now.
out to Ed Boon for
Shout
making
out
a
to-
great game.
Yeah, this game looks great
NPS,
though. Realistically though, the story mode looks fucking awesome. It looks interesting. We love the lore. We've been reading the comics and all that kind of stuff, so we're just really tied up into the storyline. And it's actually the first game in a very long time that I actually want to play the storyline. Any game, I'm the only one I actually care about the storyline. Even like games like Call of Duty, I don't give a shit about those storyline. I care about the storyline so much because personally I've played every game. I know a lot of the characters, and just to see these characters kind of pop up in the game, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool to see. But yeah, man, shout out to Mortal Kombat X, NetherRealm Studios. You guys are looking great. Even if I'm trash at the game, I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I think.
Well, you showed us you're not trash at the game. Tell your lying ass.
I'm not good. I promise you, I'm really bad. I just like to memorize a few moves and try to do something like that. But yeah. Anyway, but just a little shout out to that, and we're looking forward to that in 4 days, guys. So we'll expect to follow us on all of the social networks, and you will be able to see some gameplay, some live streams. I know I'm going to try to do a live stream on midnight launch.
Good luck on that. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to join you, but we're going to have a lot of trouble with that.
Why? What do you think so?
It's going to crash.
You think so?
Uh-huh.
Might. Everybody's gonna be trying to stream and shit. I know that.
I'm gonna be streaming. I know that for sure.
I'm gonna at least get a King of the Hill going on.
Oh, I'm not going to start the story mode until like the weekend. Until my Saturday starts, I'm not starting story mode.
Actually,
Why?
I'm off the next day,
Well,
so I'm gonna be playing.
Nicole will be
all day.
working. I'm going to put the cat in the closet,
Oh.
and I won't have any distractions.
Dude, I gotten the day off, so I plan on getting that. I've been really want to play that story. People have gotten the game early and whatever. I guess I can't really get mad if people sold it early. But they've been streaming that stuff, and it's been really hard not to watch those streams because people already know the storyline and they've beaten it. It's out there.
Some of them already know the fucking boss, so they
Yeah.
know everything. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I have ideas.
I'm off Twitter right now. I follow like a bunch of gamer people that do that shit, and I have completely stopped following Twitter right now.
I just don't want to go on Twitch. The people that are actually streaming MKX. It's crazy. But I'm patient, ready for it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I've been doing my top 25 favorite characters, and I think there's a lot of surprises on this one. I really dig deep into the history and the storyline and the lore of the characters and all the different types of characters out there, and give a lot of love to those. So we're on number 5 today, I think, or whatever. But yeah, anyway.
If we're going to keep a little shout out going outside of wrestling, I do want to give one this Sunday, Season 5, Game of Thrones is back. So just a little shout out to that. I am fucking excited. That'll be fun. So here's another little shout out outside of wrestling.
I have yet to get in there on. I know I still get a lot of mess for not watching Game of Thrones. I do not watch Game of Thrones. I'm tied into my own trifecta of shows right now. It's pretty much just Walking Dead, Flash, and Arrow.
Great shows. Don't compare to Game of Thrones.
They don't at all, but it's pretty much what I've been into. And honestly, out of those 3 out of those 3 shows, for me, I've been really, really enjoying Flash. Like, fuck's sake. I'm just really big into comics and DC comics particularly. And it's
So
just
with the
really
way the show Flash is going, do you think they're going to do the Flashpoint paradox?
If anything, they technically already did, because it's like the way the storyline is. The whole thing started out when his mom died. That was the whole thing, and now they're showing how he wants to get back to that point and find out who did it, and realizing that he could go back and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of that time travel and stuff like that, and looking at what's going on right now, and I'm not trying to spoil anything, is there's another. They've done crossovers with Flash and Arrow, and there's gonna be another one coming out, and there's some really good villains about to finally make some debuts.
I know Mark Hamill's making his way.
He
in the
did.
show.
He already he did his episode.
Did he do an awesome job?
God, man, it's not really a spoiler, but Mark Hamill did an episode as he played a character he played in the '90s. In the '90s, there was a Flash show, and he was a main character called the Trickster, and it's kind of cool because the guy that played the Flash in the '90s or whatever, he's in the show too as Barry's dad.
Right, yeah.
Damn,
So
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
he plays his dad, just his dad, and then so it was cool to see Mark Hamill. And honestly, dude, I couldn't. It was Joker, but it was the Trickster at the same time. It was ridiculously awesome, though. But Mark Hamill's great.
Speaking of Mark
Not
Hamill,
only-
have you seen the video where somebody was like, "Hey, Mark Hamill, could you do like Joker as Luke Skywalker's
I
father?"
saw that. Yeah.
That was funny.
Just his voice, man. It's just every
Great.
voice that you cannot. It's just great, man. You turn away, you're looking at the Joker, and then you watch him, and he's playing a different character.
Yeah.
It's just it's crazy. But yeah, it was awesome. I love that show though. So I have not found time to get around Game of Thrones. I feel like it has to hit me.
You have
It
this
has to
whole
hit me.
weekend to do it.
Well, have you
I
heard
wish-
anything about it?
The only thing I hear about Game of Thrones, and I don't know if this is a good thing or not, but a lot of people die.
Your
So-
heart is broken a lot.
I don't know if I can take that.
You can't.
Because it's hard for me to give a crap about characters that they're just gonna die out. You see what I'm saying? So I have to give. For me, it's like I have to have to see characters grow and.
But that's the problem of hearing about that, because when you watch it, you don't know that's any of that's happening.
That's true. I don't know how it happens. I don't know what happened. I hear a lot of things, but that's it.
But yeah, guys, it looks like we are coming towards the end of this cast here. We strayed off a bit, obviously, as you can tell. But yeah, man. Obviously, you guys looking at the video, you guys can see right there. We got the 2Count podcast.
Facebook,
all of our little
Twitter,
social media
YouTube.
stuff. So go ahead and follow us, guys. We got to run, man. Thank you.